Hello and welcome to Bike Me Track Marks. I'm Boris.
And I'm Boone, and we'll bring you all the motorcycle race news that's fit to bring.
Round 9 of the MotoGP at Saxon Ring saw Mark take home his 9th straight win. 14 riders started from pit lane because the weather was scaring George again, and they were busy swapping wet bikes for dry bikes. Danny Pedrosa tried very hard, and George swallowed his fear, came third, and managed to keep Valentino, who came fourth, from making caca on his head again.
In Moto2, 3 non-Spaniards stood on the podium for the first time since Valencia in 2012. Switzerlandia's Dominique Aigata was first, followed by Afghanistan's girl named Mika Kallio, and an Italian woman called Simone Corsi in third. Jack Miller...
Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi. Jack Miller won his 4th race and the hearts of every Australian living and dead, while Yappy Brad Binder hammered home in second and Frenchman Alex Marbau took third. No Spaniards there either. What's going on in World Superbike, mate?
No one knows what's going on in World Superbikes, but Laguna Seca hosted them this weekend. Marco Melandri, the same Marco Melandri Ducati sent for psychological evaluation when he told them their MotoGP bike was crap, won the first race, and Kawasaki's Tom Sykes took out the second, a 7-lap sprint after 2 red flags and restarts. Sykes and Quintoli are now equal at the top of the table on 163 million points each. Boone?
What?
Other racing news?
Guy Martin just won the Southern 100 at the Isle of Man, and Connor Cummins had a decent off, but is apparently okay and in hospital being injected with drugs to stop the whimpering. Round 4 of the Pommy Superbike saw former not-so-good MotoGP rider and Kawasaki glory bringer Shane Shaky Byrne extend his lead over Aussie
Oi!
Josh Brooks to 79 points. Try harder, Josh!
Former world and AMA Superbike champion Scott Russell is growing a new spleen in a California hospital after lacerating his in a motocross crash. He also broke some ribs, collapsed the lung, and hurt his knee. I'm pretty beat up, he said to some nurses, but I'm going to live, which is really nice. In local racing news, Glenn Scott's team prepared for round 4 of the FX Superbike Championship by testing at a freezing and wet Winton and sleeping by the side of the road in sleeping bags like men. We'd like to think that Wayne Maxwell and Sean Condon are getting their UFC training in for round 4 at Winton. Rear naked choke, Wayne. It never fails. Round 2 of the Australian Superbikes is going ahead at Phillip Island next week, and almost 90 riders have signed up.
We'd expect Glenn Allerton to conquer all as the only factory rider there. We'd also expect Jed Metcher to be the only bloke capable of giving Glenn a slapping, even though Jed's just coming back from a massive stack at Broadford a few months back, right after he set the outright lap record there.
The smart money in Supersport would be Daniel Falzone for the win, although it would be nice to see Justin Di Giandomenico up there because he's got such a glorious poetic surname. We also understand Aidan Wagner will have a go, and Callum Spriggs will be out following his crash in Queensland in the last ASC round. The junior class has been cancelled because no one bothered to sign up. So what else do we know?
Well, we know Ben Grabham's KTM Desert Racing Team, or is that Desert Racing Team? Ben Grabham's KTM Desert Racing Team is about to head into the 2nd annual Racing Tri-Series in Western Australia, and hope to do as well as it did in the recent Fink. Ben's explained that he's done the tyres, put some fresh oil in the bike, as well as splurging on new oil filters and giving them all a wash. His teammates Toby Price and Ivan Long are ready to bang! Toby won the Fink, is in great form, and all desserts, no matter where they are his bitch.
I'm fizzing with excitement. I'm fizzing with excitement
Take
about
that,
this.
Pavlova.
Bring on the Kumarina 500, the Doonawara 500, and the Indy 500, I say. And maybe give them some of them fancy Dakar ladies to cover and roost.
It's worrying when you fizz.
Got anything you want to share? Want to tell us something we don't know? Email your track marks to the address on the screen. We make no promises.
Except when it comes to girls, then we're nothing but promises.